Hi everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So, if you guys had seen the video that I posted yesterday, you would have seen that I have decided to switch up my content a little bit and do like spooky stuff, urban legends, paranormal stuff. So, yesterday's video was the urban legend of the black-eyed children, and today is the urban legend / creepypasta of Jeff the Killer. Now, like I said yesterday in my video, I am looking down because I have printed out everything that I want to say, so my brain just doesn't remember anything. So if that doesn't annoy you guys, then stick around because this is some creepy stuff and it gave me the chills. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. Okay, so Jeff the Killer was born Jeffrey Woods in the powerful main protagonist, however you want to say it, turned into an antagonist. So protagonist means a good person and antagonist means a bad person. So he was born Jeffrey Woods in the powerful main protagonist, good person, and he turned into an antagonist of the 2011 and 2015 revamp creepypasta story of the same title, Jeff the Killer and Jeff the Killer 2015. He's a young serial killer and registered creepypasta. Now, creepypasta is a creepy story that's been copy and pasted around the internet. He was disfigured after being set on fire whilst fighting a gang of bullies and lost his sanity after witnessing his new and beautiful face. Jeff the Killer's famous catchphrase was, "Go to sleep." So Jeff was 13 years old when he moved into the new neighbourhood with his brother Lou. Now, I think it is Lou, it's spelled L-I-U, so we're going to go with Lou. And their parents. On the first day of school, they were confronted by 3 bullies named Randy, Keith and Troy, who Jeff brutally beat up after they threatened them with knives. One, why would you have knives in school and then threaten someone with it and expecting not to get any consequences? Lou took the blame for it and was arrested, sending Jeff into a deep depression. That would send me into a deep depression. If my brother had taken the blame for something I had done, that would really hurt me. The bullies later attacked Jeff again at a party, and Jeff kills one of them, but not before getting covered in bleach and lit on fire by Keith. Imagine being lit on fire. Oof. Not for me, thank you. During this fight, Jeff's mind permanently switched. So something in his brain went, no, F this, that's it. When Jeff woke up, he was at the hospital and his head was wrapped up in bandages. When the bandages were taken off, he was revealed that his face had become disfigured and pale from the burns, with bright red lips and a leathery texture. Leathery texture, that's like, oof, it's making me feel like sick, like talking about it. Jeff said he liked his face the way it was and laughed horrendously. Doctors foolishly thought that his insanity was from a side effect from the medication and let Jeff go. Later that night, Jeff's mum found him carving his face into a permanent smile that he would no longer have to use extra energy to smile, as he put it, and burn off his eyelids so he can always see his face. Jeff's mother went to her husband to tell him that their son had gone completely mad and needed to be killed. But Jeff caught them and stabbed them to death. This woke up Lou, who was recently released, with Jeff telling him as he was about to plunge the knife into his body, "Go to sleep." Jeff then goes on a serial killing rampage, killing those who refuse to sleep at night, and as the story continues, Jeff renamed himself as Jeff the killer. So I'm gonna give you a little story, but before the story, I want to read a little bit, this little bit at the top, because I think it's really important. After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the rise. After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. So, open quote. I had a bad dream and I woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to go back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling like somebody was watching me. I look up and nearly jumped out of bed. There, in the little ray of light illuminating from behind my curtains, were a pair of 2 eyes. These weren't regular eyes, they were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth, a long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there, watching me. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it. A simple phrase, way only a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep." I let out a scream, and that's what sent him at me. He pulled up a knife, aiming it at my heart. He jumped on the top of my bed. I fought, I kicked, I punched, I rolled around, trying to knock him off. That's when my dad burst in. The man threw the knife. It went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbours hadn't alerted the police. They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash, like glass breaking. As I came out my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I look out of the window to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing, I will never forget that face. Cold eyes, those cold, evil eyes, and that horrendous smile, they will never leave my head. Okay, so that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want me to read any of your suggestions, leave them in the comments or send me your own paranormal stories or experiences to my email that is in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will hope to see you tomorrow. Bye!